What is up, ladies and gents? We are back. I'm the Guitarist562 and I do video game guides and walkthroughs. And in today's video, I'm going to be showcasing this tier 2 build for a Paladin for PvP. So obviously, I think I would probably change this chest piece out for like the Abyss chest piece because it still gives you like 8 points of a stat point. So I could probably get to like 70 perception. But let's take a look at this so you guys can see what's going on with this build. I showcase it later on so I can show you what it does in PvP. But it looks like it caps out at 63 before it starts costing me more points. The Abyss chest piece would probably give me like way more status points. So let's go ahead and see where it is. It's right here. So it gives you dex and strength. So with 8 points, that would be really, really juicy. I could probably get like a dexterity breakpoint. So then I will push this to 60. Let's see how far I can go before. Okay, it's around the 62 mark. So 60, and this will be 60. And I'm not too worried about my wisdom because the thing is with this build, it's going to give you a chance to get a lot of your mana back because what people don't know about this is that with the Paladin, you can actually regenerate your mana because of the stuff that you have in your skill sets. So right here, for example, it's this one. It says evading an attack restores mana by 37 and each successful shield block or defense skill block restores mana by 28% of the damage dealt. Now, can you imagine like 10, 20, 30 people hitting you while you have counterberry up and then you also throw your shield block? It's going to be pretty nasty. So to showcase the skills, you can do the same thing, sleep bomb. The only difference is that you're not going to have the same insane evasion that the wand dagger is going to have. So this is what I look like. Again, I'm missing the full evasion I get from this. Everything else is fully mostly decked out. Like I already got max HP. I'm going to fully deck this one out with max HP as well. I just got spent like about another 1,000 loose in. Again, this needs to be fully traded for ranged and I would say ranged and melee evasion. Those are the two stats that you're going to go for because you're kind of locked in with that build. So I definitely wouldn't use this. Let's see. Hold on. Let me go ahead. Where is it? Let's put these boots on. And these are my stats now. So still I get the 65 because this gives me 5 perception versus, let's go ahead and take a look at the boots here. This gives me 3. So it's a nice upgrade. I still get the 2-piece Sacred Vanquisher buff for the sleep bomb. This is my evasion right here. I have melee evasion 730, range evasion 712. Let's go ahead and check out the weapon mastery. We have to be very particular. So we can this one gives you max HP. Let's see, all defense. Boss damage reduction is not important. Collision resistance, this one's good. So for PvP, I guess you would either go 6 here and then 6 here if you have like a 12 mastery because the DR right here is kind of a big deal. And you have max HP right here. Because, let's see, max HP 280 right here, which is nice. So 6 and 6. Well, if you have like weapon mastery 12, I'll be able to unlock another one. Shield block chance 8%, so I need to hurry up and get that. And now for the skills, I use the same 3 I normally use instead of the 4. I have this for increased duration on the curses. This one to heal myself. Devotion and emptiness because the ability to heal myself. And these are all juicy stuff to have right here. So this one is to get my mana back. Let's read this one. Gerard's patience is to have CC resistance for a lot of things. If you don't know what that is, that goes to right here. It shows, let's see, PvP. Nope, it's not there. Is it right here? Okay, once that is active, watch. I'm gonna run up to this guy so we can see. I'm literally just gonna be next to these guys for a second. Let's see. I'm gonna talk to them. Can you hit me for a second? I want to get Gerard to 10. But look. Bind resistance 89.25 and then it just disappeared because he stopped hitting me. So look, Gerard's right here. This is all CC resistance 12.75. Okay, I'm at 9. Now I'm at 10. So look, 127. But that's only because it's not leveled up. If you look here, If I get it to 18% or 18, it would probably be like at 170 from what my buddy's telling me, which is a huge deal because that means you can't get binded from rangers. It's really hard to get slept to begin with, and you're just CC immune because that's what it says on evading it and using shield block. It stacks up to 10 times, which isn't a huge deal. So that's why you just kind of have this, and you get a lot faster with this because let's read counter barrier. Shield block chance plus 28% for 6 seconds on evading an attack using shield block or blocking with a defense skill within 1.5 times the attack range, and range performs a counterattack that deals damage equal to 250% of base damage. So you want to get this to level 5 because you have a shield block chance up to 34%. Epic damage dealt counterattacks, blah 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 blah. This is to bind people, and with the sword that I have, I can bind up to 3 people. You want to get this to level 5 so you can continuously use it. And this is actually another skill that people don't realize, but Shield Strike actually brings down the range and hit and magic for all classes for 6 seconds. Look at the cooldown on this thing real quick. So I'm gonna hit this guy. Hold on, is he hitting somebody? Look at that, 5 seconds. And I can look at my shield strike. It's already off cooldown and I can do it again. Let's try to hit him one more time. 5 seconds. And then look, my cooldown is still going up. And look at that, I can still heal myself. So it's the same as the wand dagger. I can use my whole setup and then explode them. But the cool thing now is I can cause a stun, shield myself, and on top of that, give reduce their hit. So that's why I like all these. So obviously get the important skills from my last video up to level 5. Now we also have increased magic, melee, and range defense proportional to the number of targets within a 3-meter radius. So 179, and if there are 2 more or fewer targets within the range, 280 up. If there are 3 to 6 targets, 700. If there are 7 or more targets, etc. So it just gets insane buffs by having this. So you want to level this up to max because that means they don't have to be within your vicinity. You can get this to 9 meters, and that's basically most of the fights that you're going to be and most of the situations, because if it gauges that there are 7 or more people within a 9-meter range, it's a lot easier to proc that than with 3 meters. Now let's go ahead and read the next one, which is skillful evasion. Magic and ranged evasion 24 per 1 meter of proximity to the target. And it shows you how much range and magic evasion you get, up to 300 at level 5. Only applies to targets within a 10-meter radius. But yeah, this is why these skills are extremely important. And then the last one here is Aegis Shield that I like to have. Magic, melee, and range defense per 1% of shield block chance. Reduced damage shield always gains 2%. So having all of this will basically make you a monster. Now, the last 2 skills that I didn't include is Spectrum of Agony because it does damage to provoke targets. And this one, colliding with the target, applies cooldown to all skills, all of them. Each subsequent collision applies cooldown 3% to all skills, up to 7%. So I can use that if I wanted to, but I want to maximize my evasion to proc this Gerard's Patience to basically be a monster. And I'm going to show you right now what it looks like in a fight. But before that, again, 60, 65, and I'm still missing health on my necklace because I remember I just re-rolled to having a lot of this stuff to be full on PvP. So I'm missing 450 HP here, and I'm missing another 600 here. So that's another 1,000 health that I'm missing. So I would actually be around 17k HP instead of what I'm at right now. Not to mention, this isn't fully traded either. If I really wanted to, I can go for another, basically around 1,500 to 2k extra health based off of what I'm having. And this one's not fully traded either. Let's look at the traits at this roll. This doesn't have, oh, it has max health as well. So there you go. If I wanted to be basically annoying, but it's not really too much of a big deal because the passive skill that you have, which is right here, if I really wanted to throw it on there, is Clay Salvation. And with the passive of the weapon of tier 2, it'll heal me over time once I proc it. But the reason I don't like having this is more for like a siege or like, you know, boonstones or rift. I'll probably replace this this skill right here, so that way I can actually heal myself over time. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what that looks like. Let's see, hit me real quick. Okay, let's show you what that looks like. So look, Like 137, 137, 137, and like I just keep healing myself. So that's what that looks like. Now again, if I really wanted to make myself extra tanky and heal myself for a lot more, I could have Blessed Barrier, which gives me an insane amount of endurance, 2,000 extra defense on all stats. Let's see, magic melee and ranged endurance increased by 320, melee range defense increased by 1400, and magic based off of what level this is. So all of this can help make you a beast in PvP for a tank. So again, you don't have to copy this build. This is just a build that you can use. Again, the 2-piece Wraith, and then this would be a chest piece for Abyss. I highly recommend that. And I use this because, you know, this just helps with ranged evasion and all that. If I were to have full ranged evasion instead of magic, so that's 160 here. So 240. Yeah, so 240. So add that to what I have already right now, and that would probably put me at about 900 plus the passives that you get. So it's like probably like 1100 ish, which is good. So that way, Rangers, your real like counter is gonna be magic. So like sleeps and staff daggers, as it should be, because no class should have the ability to have multiple evasions for all 3 classes completely. Obviously, like in my other videos, you saw I can get 1500. But you can maximize better effectiveness in the fight when you have 2000 evasion. But yeah, that's pretty much the tier 2 build I recommend for an endgame if you want to be a paladin. And let's go, you know, Wraith, chest piece, Abyss, Hermit Shroud, because you want ranged and magic evasion. Sacred Vanquisher set. Now, again, this is for the sleep, and then it's a lot of fun. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section below. And without further ado, I'm going to showcase some clips. But as always, guys, stay blessed.